game sometime. That'd be so fun.
I'm not that brave.
Hello. All right, let's get these hellos. Jay, hi, welcome in. She says, hi, right now I am writing a chapter from my Bible, trying to finish Exodus before May. Good deal. You're making progress. All right, everyone, welcome to Read Happy Readathon Sprints. And I have two of my co-hosts with me. I have Lucy from the Lucy Chronicles and Alma from Alma's Book Journey. And I'm so excited for sprints tonight. Yeah.
This isn't our last one, is it?
No. Lucy was going to host one next Wednesday, and then the final one is next Thursday, but it's a little earlier than my normal Thursday one. So, and then those will be the last.
It's gone by so fast.
I know, it's crazy.
And I have to work next Thursday.
Lucy, call in sick right now. Aren't you feeling sick?
I think you're going to have a flu. Start
in Jesus' name.
No.
Okay, so do you guys want to see what you're reading?
Sorry.
Oh, what we're reading?
Do you want to say what you're reading?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to finish this by the end of the month. I'm right there. Have you read this book, Em? Have you read this? Either of you read this book?
No, I haven't read any Friends with Rivers.
Oh, really?
I'm scared.
Me too.
Well, this one's like, wow, I can't believe she's talking about certain things in here, but it's really. And then I'm so okay. They're talking about gladiators in this book, and I'm like, duh, it has the thing there, and I never even. And see, because I don't like reading the back.
Coliseum.
Yeah, it has the Coliseum. I was like, oh, well, yeah. So it's good. It's kind of slow, though, in the beginning. So, well, I mean, there's action, but it's taken me some time to read it. So. Mm-hmm. And her chapters are long.
And Lucy, what have you got?
I'm reading Farmer Boy by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This is a buddy read with Em.
It's so good. Where are you?
Book 2 in the Little House series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. It's so cute, you guys. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's so heartfelt. It's so wholesome. It's like a warm hug. It's so cozy.
I haven't read that one. I have it, but I
do you know what I really love about it?
What?
I love all the lessons that Almanzo is being taught by his parents. Like all the, not just how to do things on the farm, but just like how to be a good person, and just like other lessons that he is learning as he's growing. I just love that. I think that little kids should really be reading this today. I think it has like a lot of value.
So sweet.
So this is Almanzo's family.
This is his little story. Yep.
So you don't see any of the other family in this one at all?
Not any of the Ingalls in this. This is just Almanzo Wilder. And so we're getting his kind of, it's basically, Laura wrote it, but it's her telling Almanzo's story. Basically. It's so cute.
And it's so fun because you get to see Eliza Jane. You remember she was the teacher on Little House on the Prairie, and Almanzo's older sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so you get to see her as a little girl in that one too. It's so cute.
Yeah. She's like, Manzo.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. All right. Let's get to some of these comments. We have Morgan here. Hey, Morgan. And Morgan says she's reading Somewhere Safe with Somebody Good by Jan Karen, book 12 in the Mitford series. Guys, I love the books that I've read in that series, but I'm so behind. I think I'm only up to book 6 in that series when I left off, and that was years ago. So I need to pick that series back up. I want to start a reread of it. So I did pull At Home in Mitford. I thought I was going to get to it this month, but I have so many other books that I'm still trying to finish, and April is running out. So I'm not going to get to it, but I do want to sometime soon. I really loved those books when I first read them, and I did reread them. I'm actually going to the bookstore in a couple of weeks where I bought the first one. It's in Bakersfield, and they're having a author event and like I don't know what they're, it's like some type of book festival or something, and that bookstore is hosting Alyssa Maxwell, and she's a cozy mystery writer. She's going to be there, so I'm excited to go back and meet her, but it's also a very nostalgic bookstore for me to go back and visit, and that's where I bought the Mitford series. And then we have Bethany here. Hey, Bethany. And she says, hi, ladies. I'll be starting The Memories We Painted by Caitlin Miller. Also going to write some notes to the missionaries' kids who will be at church tomorrow. Oh, that is so sweet. I love letter writing. Allie's here. She says, hey, howdy, hey, beautiful people. And Bethany says, I need to read the Little House books again. It's been so long. Yeah, it'd been a really long time since I read them too. And Bethany says, and actually, I think they were read to me. So I would guess that was probably a while back.
And can I say,
and
I think
Naomi's
part of
here.
the reason, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think part of the reason they're so nostalgic to me too is because Walnut Grove is like 2 hours away from where I live. So I'm like really close to where all of it takes place. So yeah, sorry. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, no, awesome. Naomi's here. She says, good evening. I'm also reading Farmer Boy along with Twice. Yay! How far are you in Farmer Boy, Naomi?
Yes.
And Jamie's here. She says, hey guys, watching you guys on my phone while watching Anne on my iPad. Oh, Anne's sprinting tonight?
She has it just popped up on mine too, a notification.
Oh.
She's having, is it Charlene?
Mm-hmm.
That's on, and they're going to be talking about fantasy books, I think. Like when she does her chat.
I remember now.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was that popped up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll go check them out during the sprint and see if they're chatting at the time. And the bundled bookworm is here.
Anna.
And this is Anna. Okay, thank you. She says, hi, I won't be reading until later, but I'm in the middle of And Then There Were None, and the housemaid is watching. Mysteries.
Yay. Dina.
And Dina's here. Hey, Dina. She says, hello, everyone. I'm reading Till We Have Faces by C.S. Lewis. I think Kate was reading that recently. And Sammy's here. Hey, Sammy. She says, hello. And Jamie says, I saw Netflix redid Little House on the Prairie. I have also seen not so great reviews. I haven't seen any reviews. I haven't seen any trailers. I don't watch Netflix very often.
Is it out already? I don't know. I saw a trailer, but I didn't know it was out.
I don't know, but I know my friend's little sister, my friend's daughter is 14, and she is really interested in watching it. She was telling her parents, she's like, there's a new series and it's they're on the prairie, and her dad's like, Little House on the Prairie, and she's like, yeah, how did you know? Like she's too little to have known the original series.
Well, yeah. I mean, that came out in the 70s, I think, right? 70s.
Yeah. And Jamie says, my library has the Mitford series. I love it. I love that because there is faith in it, but I love it because of all of the people in the town, all of the characters, Puny and Barnabas the dog, and just all of the characters that inhabit those books in that town of Mitford is so great.
I haven't even heard of that. I'll have to check it out.
And it's not, you all know I don't like to cry, but those books make me cry.
Ooh.
But
I have the
I
first
still
one.
want to read them, even though they make me cry, because it's still touching. And Sammy says, I'll do homework one sprint, then might start reading Anne of Green Gables for the next. Yay!
Yay.
Anne of Green Gables.
Yes.
Prince Edward Island is on my bucket list of places to go.
Did you guys see her recent video?
No.
She was like talking to her about her TBR, and I think either one of the characters or one of the authors that she was talking about, the last name was Blythe. And over the side said like Gilbert Blythe. It was so cute. And her hair was like all over the place. She had it like up in a really messy bun, and it was like all over. And she opens the video going, guys, I got my hair done today. Doesn't it look so hot? Or something like that. It was so funny because it was very obvious that she just threw it up.
I am a little behind.
Yeah. She's so funny. She's so funny.
I'm a little behind on videos, but I will have to go check it out. And Allie says she'll be reading Eloise and the Grump Next Door by Emma St. Clair and Jenny Proctor, and starting at 60%. Cool deal.
I love Emma St. Clair.
And Jamie says Mitford series was good. I've not read it in years, and I have not read the add-ons.
The add-ons.
So was the main series finished, and then they like had a spin-off series? What are the add-ons, Jamie? And Naomi says that she's on chapter 8, and Jamie finished her writing for the night. She'll edit her video that is very late in the first sprints. Was it as late as my January wrap-up that I just put up a week ago? Hannah says hi.
Naomi, are your chapters numbered? Or are you just counting down from the top? Because this is what my contents page looks like. Mine are not numbered. Are yours them?
I listened on audio, and they did have numbers.
Well, how rude.
And Jamie says, I think it's people are reacting to the trailers. They said they left out a major character. Well, I'm not sure who it was, but hopefully it wasn't Ma or Pa.
Well, that'd be Mr. Edwards or something.
I know. Mrs. Olsen.
They gotta have Mrs. Olsen.
Let's see here.
Oh, sorry, Sammy.
I'm using my touchscreen, guys. So the comments are going to be messed up when I accidentally touch them. So Hannah says, I'm reading The Christmas Bus by Melody Carlson. A Christmas book, Hannah? And Jay says, I haven't read the books or seen the original, so I'm the last person to have any judgment. I would rather watch the original for the first one. It was so good, but there are so many seasons. I mean, it ran for a long time. Laura, the character Laura was like 9, I think, or something in the first series.
I know who the character is.
And all the way up to when she was married.
I just thought of the character that they left out.
Who is it?
I saw the trailer, and then they showed the family the whole time, and they only showed 2 daughters. They only showed Laura and Mary. So I was like, "Where's Carrie?"
Where's
Baby Grace? Interesting.
Well, Baby Grace came way later, but in the beginning,
the
beginning was Grace, because I remember she's running down the. Well, actually, it was twins that played her, but yeah. So I think that's the character they left out.
And Tanya's here. She says, hey, reading Where Hope Begins by Candy Fick. And Jamie says, not quite that late. See, feel good, Jamie. And Sammy says, haha, Lucy, the video you referenced of mine is from a few months ago.
What?
Oh, then maybe I watched it. I thought I was caught up on Sammy's videos, or not that, maybe
what?
a week behind.
Yo,
And
our
Chantel says,
subscribers
howdy, I'll be
scavenger.
listening to Head in the Clouds because Lucy raved about it, and I've been binging every moment I have available the past 24 hours.
I finished that
That's
one
so great.
yesterday. Did I finish that yesterday?
Did you love it?
I did. I did like it.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get that one. And Naomi says, yeah, mine are numbered and have the title. I'm on the Sunday chapter.
Elma, you read Head in the Clouds?
That's good.
And did you love it?
I finished it yesterday. It was good.
And there we go.
And my husband knew he can figure out everything that's going to happen. So he knew.
Did you read it out loud to Ken?
No, I read parts of it, not the whole thing, and then he'd fall asleep, and I kept reading, and then I tell him, okay, this is what you missed.
It's so good.
It was good.
I love how he calls her Bellamine. I think that's so sweet. How are you liking it, Chantel?
Did she just start? She's listening to the audio. Did you listen to the audio?
No.
I would have liked to listen to an audio because I would have loved to hear his accent, right? Because he was a British guy.
He's so swoony. I love him.
That's awesome.
I love a single dad trope, especially a single dad to a little girl. Like, talk about just melting my heart.
The whole thing with her in the barn, though, was like shocking to me because I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yeah. That was a little... But then him getting very protective of her, I was very... I love a good protective bodyguard trope, too.
Naomi confirmed it, Alma. I heard they leave out Carrie.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's so wrong.
And Jay says, no, M, not Mom or Pa. I think it was Carrie. Yeah. And Bethany says, Little House is my favorite show. I have all of the seasons, and I have favorite episodes that make me cry every time.
Bethany, what was your favorite episode?
That was a show that I loved. Gosh, I don't know. You know what's funny? I loved the episodes where Nellie met, what was the guy that she ended up, Percival was his name, Percival?
Oh, yeah.
She ended up marrying, and she would just like whatever Percival wanted, like Nellie was just like in a trance, and like I was like, finally, like I don't have to hate her.
He was the only one that stood up to her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He put her mother in her place. And the husband would be like, wow. Like, I could never do that.
Well, Nels was just as deplorable for letting her get away with all that crap.
I guess, but I always had a soft spot for him.
I had a soft spot for Nels, too.
Yeah.
What was her name again?
Mrs. Olsen. It was Mrs. Olsen.
What was her name? Because he called her by her. He didn't call her Miss Olsen.
Yeah.
He called her.
Yeah, no, he did.
I'd have to think about it.
I don't remember. And Annie
and it was
says,
funny because, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead with your
My mom's first name is Carolyn, which is Laura's mom's name, and my maiden name is Olsen. So, Carolyn Olsen. Isn't that funny?
All these Little House connections that Lucy has. Okay, Annie says, hi all, I'm at 58% in Coming Home by Rosamund Pilcher, only about 400 pages to go because it's a long, long book. And Jamie says, no, she wrote some newer ones to the series in more recent years. I think some of the new ones are kind of side stories. Okay, so they don't focus on the same characters, but are still Mitford. And Hannah says, I could not get into the Mitford series. I slogged through the first book. Did you finish the first book, Hannah, and couldn't get into it?
Harriet Olsen. That was her name.
Harriet, yes.
And she
yes.
did.
And Chantel says that she is loving it.
Yay! I love Adeline.
And Sammy says, Bethany.
Is it Adeline or Adelaide?
Beth-
How did you pronounce it?
Adelaide.
Adelaide?
But I always called her Addie, and I think eventually Gideon
started calling her Addie.
Doesn't he start calling her Addie? Yeah.
Mhm.
She's so great. I love her.
Very clumsy woman.
But her heart is just so lovely, and just the way that she just makes Isabel's walls come tumbling down. Just
right from the start.
That's a kindred spirit right there. The relationship between her and her, yeah.
And Bethany says, or Sammy's telling Bethany that she loves the show too. And Sammy says, poor Carrie.
Poor Carrie.
And Hannah says, yep, I want to read one Christmas book per month. All right, cool deal.
You do you, boo.
I sometimes will read Christmas books in July, kind of to like celebrate Christmas in July. Bethany says, favorites are Little Girl Lost, where Carrie falls in the abandoned mine shaft, and the one about the blizzard. Basically, I love the tear-jerking tragedies. And Kay's here. Hey, Kay. She says, hey, ladies. And Allie saying hi to Kay. Hannah saying hi to Kay. And Dina knew it was Harriet. Dina knew that it was Harriet. And Jamie says, did you all know the actress who played Nellie wrote a book called Confessions of a Prairie Biot? Yeah.
She put that word in parentheses.
That's right. B word. And Kate says, Allie, and hi, Hannah.
Hi.
And Annie says, I think the LHOP fire episode was the hardest. I was sobbing over who died.
Yes.
Little House on the Prairie, yeah. Bethany says, yes, that was a traumatic one. So it was one of your favorites, right, Bethany? And Sammy says, oh my goodness, I could not stand Harriet. And Bethany says, the window part. And Sammy's saying hi to Kay. Kay, hey, hey.
Kay, hey, hey. Hey, Kay, hey.
Uh-huh. Where'd my comment go? And Kay is saying, Sammy, hey, hey.
Hey, Sammy, hey.
Hey. And Hannah says, yes, I did finish the first book of the Mitford series. I found it incredibly boring. That's so cool. It's still, I love it, but that's fine. Everybody can have their own opinion. But Mr. Darcy is good. Bethany says, I felt weird saying that it was a favorite, but yes.
Had that tragedy.
Yeah. And it's funny. So before we get to Jamie's comment, I love disaster movies. Not that I want to be in any disaster, but for some reason, I just love disaster movies. I don't care if they're cheesy. If there's like something happening and people are trying to survive it, like I'm there for that.
The original Poseidon Adventure. I always loved that.
Mm-hmm. With Shelley, what was her last name?
Shelley. She was the swimmer.
Was it Duvall?
No.
I don't remember. But yes, I love that. And Jamie says, Hannah, I loved it back in the 90s, but you have to enjoy slice of life type stories. Okay, guys. These comments are jumping. Okay, Annie, we'll go here and then we'll go back. Annie says, my favorite little house on the Shelley Winters, yeah. That's right. Shelley Duvall was the other. She was Olive Oil, right?
Yes.
Annie says, my favorite Little House on the Prairie was Mr. Edwards bringing the Christmas through the blizzard.
That's when Carolyn liked him after that.
Yeah. Allie says, Bethany, it all makes sense when talking Little House. And Hannah says, yeah, I felt really sad about it too because so many people recommended it to me. It's okay. Everybody has their own taste and you don't have to like what everybody else likes. Right, Lucy?
Right. Lord knows I don't like everything that everyone else likes.
Miss Unpopular Opinion.
Oh my gosh. Y'all.
And
The
Hannah
book I
says,
just finished.
I do enjoy those, Jamie. And Bethany says, those are my favorites too. I love natural disasters. For sure. For sure. All right, ladies, I think we are at the bottom of the comments. So I thought that tonight we could do a little scavenger hunt. We've done it before where each one of us are going to pick a word. And in your reading that you're doing, whether you're listening to audio or physically reading, if you come across that word or something that's in the same category, just keep track of how many of them you come across. And then we're going to see which word won that sprint. So did you guys think of a word, Lucy and Alma?
Do you want 3? Did you want 3 or just 1 for right now?
One from each of us right now.
Oh, okay. I'll give you photograph. That's my first one.
And are we still gonna say that like
Photograph.
picture
Okay.
or
So photograph, picture, photo. Yeah. So anything that's like photograph will count. It doesn't have to be exactly photograph. Okay. And let me.
happy.
Happy?
Oh, that's good. So happy, cheerful, any synonym for happy. If you find it, you're going to count that. And I am going to pick clock. So clock, watch, pocket watch, a time, anything that's clock, time, watch, anything like that. Sundial. Yes. And I'm going to put it in the banners also. So for this first sprint, we'll go to 10 after. And in the banner, I will go ahead and put those words. So we have, did you want to hold up your sign again, Lucy?
Photograph, happy, clock.
Thank you.
Do I have teacher writing?
Yes. Very nice.
Guys, can someone say a prayer quick? We just got report that there's been a bomb threat at Walmart in my area.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So if we could just pray.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to? Would you like me to? Do you want to pray silently individually?
If someone's willing to.
Okay, I can. Our Father, we ask these to take care of the people in Lucy's area, that they may stay safe, that this bomb threat may come to nothing, that everyone will feel protected and safe and come through this. We ask these things in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let us get the ambiance up. I am reading The Enchanted April. So I am going to put up an Italian ambiance, and hopefully that will work out. Let me add it here. right, we are back.
I ended up reading a different book.
Oh, what are you reading?
I had forgotten I was like a couple chapters away from the end, so I thought, well, I just need to finish this. So it's called Knowing You by Tracy Peterson.
Oh, did you get close to finishing?
Yeah, I have. Let's see, where am I at? I'm like just one page.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you'll finish.
yes, I will finish this tonight.
How'd you do, Lucy?
I read 2 chapters in Farmer Boy, so I'm currently on County Fair is where I'm at, page 252, and I believe that's chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18. I'm on chapter 21.
So I'm reading The Enchanted April, and I did start with the audiobook while I did a couple of things and then switched over to the physical book. I read about a chapter and a half. And how did you do on this scavenger hunt? I found 3 happies, 1 gaily, and 2 happiness. And I found 1 time. So for me, happy one.
I found like 4 happy, and it was either happy or happily.
Okay.
I think there was one like joyfully, but I didn't find any clock or any photograph. But I didn't.
Okay.
I'm sure time was in there. I'm sure, but I didn't think to use it.
Okay.
I didn't think to use it.
That's okay. Sometimes I forgot and I would skip over one and then go back. It's like, wait, did that say happiness?
Yeah.
I had a lot of times in mine, and then I just stopped counting them because I was like, that's too many.
Okay.
So I counted 8 times, but then I'm like, well, and then I had 2 painting. I don't know if we said painting, and
that's fine.
3 photography, and I had 1 delighted. That's happy, right? That's the closest. That's the closest I got to happy. I had delighted.
That's so funny that we all had a different one that was
the more.
Yeah. All right. And how did everybody do out there? Guys, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. I'm going to have to excuse myself for a second to go give him some wet cat food because he's not letting me get to my computer. Oh.
It's like a little baby.
I know, totally.
It says, please avoid the area. Updates are limited due to encryption. What does that mean?
Is that for the
bomb?
For the Walmart?
Updates are limited due to encryption.
The dates?
Updates.
Oh,
updates.
So maybe they don't want stories out there.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe they have the updates encrypted and so they can't be sent out without decrypting them.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to explain real quick while I get Humphrey some wet food, how the scavenger hunt works?
Do you want to do it, Alma?
Yeah, so she had us we each picked a word for this first round. So she, Em picked clock was her main word, but we could, or was it watch? We can use, but she said we could find, like if we found watch or pocket watch or time. So that was Em's word. And Lucy had happy. So anything like cheerful or happy. And then mine was photograph. And so you could do picture or photo. And then just as you're reading your as you're doing your reading, if you come across any of those words, just to keep track of those. And so each sprint, we're going to pick a new word going forward.
And just we're tallying like the number of times that word comes up in your story too. So whether it's that actual word or if it's a different, or if it's a synonym, you just count how many times it shows up, and then we're keeping a running tally. Emma's keeping a running tally, so that's very fun.
I am. Whew, I am, and I'm back. Okay.
Humphrey,
You guys
so
should have seen. You should have seen, though, how fast Audrey jumped off. She was napping on the chair over here. How fast she jumped up when she heard that can open.
Oh, yeah.
She jumped up and took off. All right. Thanks for explaining that.
Let's see how it did.
So Bethany says, Kay, we were just looking for these words in our books tonight. And Sammy says, look at this graph.
Photograph.
And Sammy says, photograph. I hope people understand that reference.
I didn't.
And Tanya says, Nickelback.
Oh.
That's why I don't like
That's
Nickelback.
why I don't.
Thank you, Bethany. And then we're getting some amens here from the prayer.
Thank you for that, guys.
From Jay and Hannah. And Hannah
like
says, I'm sorry.
So.
How close is that to you? Is that the Walmart you go to?
It's the only Walmart in town.
Okay.
But it's a few miles away from us. It's right by TJ Maxx.
So did they even say if it's a viable permit?
Well, the cops are all up there. It sounds like the bomb squad and everyone's up there. So whether or not there's actually a bomb there, it sounds like they're taking it seriously at least. So
yeah, they have to. If they get any kind of call like that, they have to take it, because you never know.
Mm-hmm. Sammy says, I'll look for those words in my homework. Dad, I'll find happy.
Happy. You never know.
Sammy, I love you so much.
And Jay says, finished editing, now getting ready to upload. Okay, here we go. Tanya found one photograph, one happy, one watch, and one time.
Ooh, she did good. She got off one of each.
Good job.
Yeah. And Morgan read one chapter. Good job, Morgan. Oh, so Kay got it. She got one happy and she read 3 chapters.
Good job.
Did I put
but
that
then
up?
I think
There we go. And Chantel found happy 7 and time 11.
Nice.
Wow, that was a lot. What book is Chantel reading again?
Head Over Heels.
Oh.
Or Head in the Clouds.
Clouds. I love the back where she's tripping or she's falling.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's she is.
And the book is like, boop.
Flung.
That's what I did with
Oh, wow. Who's Bethany? Got a bunch of
this book last night. But I did it on purpose, not on accident.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your review on that one.
Huh?
I said, I can't wait to hear your review on that one.
Yes. Bethany found 3 clock, 1 happy, 1 wristwatch, 3 pictures. She used the word time a lot, so I didn't count those. Okay.
Yeah, see, my book had a lot of
fair.
that too. So.
Probably is in there a lot.
Yeah. But she got clock and wristwatch, so that's pretty cool.
And she got some pictures too. And she read 41 pages.
Wow.
Sammy got 1 picture.
yeah, time's already like twice on this one page.
And Tanya read 2 chapters. Morgan found 1 each of watch, timer, and time. And Allie says happy times 2, photograph, picture, video times 5, and 0 clock. Okay.
Very good.
And happy times 2. All right. Ooh, we're neck and neck over here with clock and happy. And Kay says, I didn't realize we were counting time as a word. So anything that's related. So like with happy, I had happiness. I also found gaily. And Lucy, did you find something else, or Alma found something else that was a synonym of happy?
Did we count that?
Delighted.
Joyful is what I found, or joy or something.
Joyful. And like photograph, picture, painting, anything that's kind of like similar to that. Allie got to 65%. And Chantel says scavenger hunts are so fun. Yes. And Bethany says, I should have counted painting. My book is about a girl who paints. Yes. And Sammy says updates are limited due to encryption and not good. Because that does sound maybe, huh, Sammy? And so she says, yeah, Emma's right. Messages are encrypted, so they're unreadable. They need to be decoded first. And Allie says, ooh, that's scary. Praying for everyone's safety. And Sammy is praying. And Allie says, oh, and if video doesn't count for photograph, mine can go down to 3 times. That was yours, Alma. You want to count video?
Sure.
Yeah, let's count it. And Whitney's here. Hey, Whitney. She says, hi, friends. And Whitney just got home from a local bookstore. I took books in to sell and got $15 in store credit. I was pretty happy with that. That is good. And Sammy says, hi, Whitney. I'm going to start Anne of Green Gables next sprint. Yes. All right. Ladies, we made it to the bottom of the comments.
Yay.
Oh, so fun. So while during that sprint, I was listening to the audiobook because I got this ready.
Yay.
So I just got this
Yeah,
in.
50 books already.
I still have to put my name down here. Yep, 50 books so far this year.
Elma, I was thinking too, another
So I will
way
have this.
you could keep track, you could have your audiobooks on one and physical, like
That's
ones
a good
that you
idea.
actually physically read versus your audiobooks that you listen to.
Yep. I think maybe
Another
because
option to do.
Here's my thing. I've been keeping track of that for audiobooks this year, so that'd be a good one to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And Whitney is saying, yes, Sammy. And hi, Whitney. Woo, for bookstore credit.
Bookstore
From
credit.
Allie. And Kay says, I just ordered a cute book counter like that for my shelf, Em. There's so many different styles. Alma, do you have one of yours handy there? So we can.
Oh, yeah.
I picked this one because it had a cat. It has 2 cats.
It has the kitty cats.
So that's why I picked
it. Coming off the thing.
Yeah.
I'll use this one.
Yeah,
That's
isn't
so
that
cute.
cool?
I love that one.
And it comes with all of the numbers, so you can,
Because you're switching them out all.
Yep.
Oh,
And Whitney says, "Hey, Allie, I was really happy." Yes, I would be happy too. I, on the other hand, went to a local yarn store because today was local yarn store day, and I spent $130, which not
oh.
good, because I have plenty of yarn, but
Did
apparently
you?
there was.
You probably finished, but you. I remember one sprint you were making a sweater or a vest, or did you
I
finish it?
actually I
That was,
finished the body. I'm working on the sleeves of it right now.
oh,
So, um, because I put it down, I would be done by now, but I put it down all the time. But I'll get it during the next sprint and I'll show it.
uh-huh.
And Jamie says, "M, how cute." And Jeanette's here. Hey, Jeanette. Welcome. Jeanette is not able to be on unless she's able to be on. She is welcome
Later.
to come in, but I think she has some family or friends visiting. So,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah. And Kay says, the one I got is very cottagecore with woodland animals. Someone on Etsy is putting Kay's library on it, and I'll send you a pic when it comes in. Yeah, that's awesome. This one came with a permanent white marker so that you can write it in, which I might like do some practice before I write it in. But yeah, I like it. I like it because of the cats. It's so good. And Allie says, "Jeanette, hi." Oh,
Yay.
Jeanette, oh, we were talking about the TBR video that you did earlier. It's so good. The way you edited, and Lucy wanted to know how you got
Is she lagging for you, Elma?
Yes.
Okay.
She's freezing.
sorry,
Now she's frozen.
Yep, she's frozen.
I'm sorry, was I lagging?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
You're good now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. We already did that. And sounds cute, Kay, says Jamie. All right. There we go. And Jeanette says, "Company has gone to bed, so now I can read in bed." That's nice. To be all comfy and cozy. Yes, it's 9:30 over there. 9:30 for you, Alma?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And Allie says, "The cold doesn't bother me anyway, frozen."
Oh my goodness. I remember that movie came out and then my daughter would want to watch it
Jeanette says,
over and over and over again. Oh my goodness.
was she
Oh,
little? She was little when it came out.
uh-huh. Yeah. She loved Elsa.
My niece was right. She was like the popular one. My niece, I took her to Disneyland, and she was about 3 years old, maybe four. And at California Adventure, they have like a theater, and they do productions sometimes there. And they were doing a little Frozen kind of stage play, and or no, it was a sing along. And so they had like scenes from the movie, and then they had actors like on the stage that were kind of leading the sing along. And when the Let It Go song came on, she
Yeah.
jumped up out of her seat and she was just like doing the hand motions and singing along and doing the whole thing. And I was like, kid, you're like 3.5. And she knew all the words and it was so funny.
I have a video, and Ellie will never watch it because she gets so embarrassed because she was around that age, 3 or 4, and we went to a little girl's birthday party, and she had like a gal came dressed as Elsa to be part of the party with the wig and everything. And then at one point, and all the little girls were all, in awe of her. And then at one point in the party, she sang that song, Let It Go. And in the video I'm taking, you can hear Ellie. She's like right in the front. And she's doing that. She's doing all the voice. I mean, she's doing the moves and the footwork and everything. And she's just, and then the lady goes up to her and she goes, yeah, she's singing with her. Yeah, Ellie would never do that now. I love that I have that video.
Ellie.
So, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's and Sammy says hi to Jeanette. And Kay says the cold definitely bothers me, and so does the heat, because you're a delicate flower, Kay.
Jeanette, what were you asking about me?
What you wanted to know about how
about the because you were asking about how to get the live onto your video.
Oh yeah, I was wondering how you got your clips from the live onto the video. Did you screen record on your phone, or did you hold the phone here and record like while it was playing on YouTube? Or I'm just baffled. I don't know how to do that. How did you do that?
And Allie says, Kay, me too. That's why I run away and come back. Not sure how far north we have to go to get away from the heat, though.
Oh, Allie,
that's
are you
right.
guys
Allie
snowbirds?
Isn't she the one that she goes back and forth between Florida and where is she? Let us know, Allie.
Are you a snowbird, Allie? Are you a snowbird?
And Jamie says, I'm back on the iPad. Anne's live discussion is over. And Kay says, yes, delicate flower is such a polite way to say temperamental. No, Kay, delicate flower is what I always want to say when there's something I don't want to do. And Jeanette said, live stream from StreamYard. I'll message you more details. And Allie says, yes, we are snowbirds. Ohio and Florida. I thought it was Ohio, but I wasn't for sure. I knew the Florida part. And Allie says, temperature mental.
Wow.
All right. So we are down to the bottom of the comments again. And Kay says the temperature can drive me mental. Me too. It gets really hot. You remember those summers, Alma, 115 degrees?
I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, I know. And it would last forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't, in the night, it doesn't help. At least here, at night it cools down when it's hot. But there, nope. Mm-hmm. You wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, it's 100 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, up here now too, it cools off at night and we get the Delta breezes. So it's like very nice in the evening. But yeah, back home, round the clock heat.
Yeah.
And Sammy says, haha, Allie, good one.
Temperature mental.
And Allie, she's so cute.
She is cute.
And Whitney says, are you a mood reader or do you make monthly TBRs? I can't remember. I am definitely a mood reader. I was trying to make TBRs, but that ain't me. So I haven't done a TBR video in a while. I think I was going to kind of do a TBR video for Read Happy, but who am I? Not that person. So I like pick a pile of books that I want to read, and maybe I'll get to them, but I don't want to call them my TBR because then I feel like pressured. And especially if I go off of that stack and read something else, that is more interesting to me that wasn't in that stack to begin with.
Mhm.
And
Are you a
Kelly's
TBR
here. She
or a
said,
mood reader, Elma?
I'm a TBR. I like making TBRs. I try to stick to them, but I always slip in books. Like this one that I'm reading right now was not on my TBR.
Do you have a game that you play, or do you just?
I don't have a game. I do like challenge. I do challenge my yearly challenge, but I do have a prompt jar. Like you have a prompt jar, but I only pick out 3 to add to the books I'm already doing. And then I have things that I pick out. But this was like I was.
How about you, Lucy?
Went to the library.
I'm a TBR girly, but I try not to. I'm not as strict as Jeanette. Let's just put it. Jeanette is very rigid. She's like, "This is my TBR. This is what I'm gonna read," and she always finishes her TBR.
So I do that. I have my list.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Jeanette was rigid.
And then I already have.
I'd say she's dedicated.
Dedicated. That's a better word. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone.
All the books are like books she wants to read anyway. Mm-hmm. She just has a schedule for them.
Yeah, she's disciplined. There we go. Disciplined.
Yes.
That's a good one. And Allie's saying hello to Kelly. Kelly's saying hello to Allie. Wait, what happened here? Excuse me 1 second while I get back to the right place. There we go. And Kay is saying hello to Kelly, you angel of a woman, you. Hi, and all the hearts. And Whitney says, that's what I was thinking. I'm such a mood reader, but I need to figure out a good system for narrowing down books I want to read. I'm overwhelmed at the moment with the amount of books I want to read. Yeah, so I have my little pile that's over there. Let's see.
See, and in that way, I'm like, Jeanette, I need to have something to help me. I have so many books on my shelves that I want to read. So a prompt will help me narrow it down. So that's why I like prompts and challenges.
So I picked these books, but some of these, like this one, this one has been like in this pile since like December.
Is that
and
book
I still
2?
haven't gotten it to it. Yeah, this is book 2 in the Freddie and Grace Mysteries by Pepper Batchen. This one has been like 2 Christmases that it's kind of been in my pile to read, and it doesn't bother me so that it's been hanging out that long. This one has just been on for about a month. I was going to try to read it during middle grade March, but I didn't get to it. And these 2 are new, so even in my piles, like the books could have been on there a long time, or it could be something that just came in. And then I also have this one. So this is it. If I could get all of these done in April, like that would have been what I would have wanted to read, but I'm not going to get through all of those. I mean, we only have how many days left? 5 days left in April. I mean, I'm a fast reader, but I couldn't do that. So, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad that the ones I didn't get to are going to carry over.
Well, you always have books that you don't get to. You just save them for another time.
I mean, can you see there's the start of a pile back there? And it stretches all across the window. Those are the ones I want to get through sooner rather than later, but I wouldn't really even call that my TBR. It's like they're just the ones that I happen to, whenever I set up that bookshelf, put up there. Because if I look through it, there's probably half of those books that I'm not interested in reading right now and would want to read later. So I don't want to call it my TBR. They're just, books that I want to get to. I like to say I have a list of books instead of a TBR. And Sammy's saying hi to Kelly. And Kay says Kelly, she spelled it correctly, and because of autocorrect, which is my nemesis. I send a lot of texts that have words that I don't mean to include because autocorrect changes them. Bethany says, I'm doing my first buddy read with Tanya next month.
How cool. What are you reading, Tanya? I'm doing a buddy read with Tanya too. It's buddy read season.
Oh, nice.
It is.
That's so nice. Yes.
I'm doing a buddy read with Kelly next month.
What are you
And
reading?
Whitney says, hey, Kelly. The Ballad.
We're going to be vlogging too.
Did you read the other prequel?
Oh, nice.
No, not yet.
Don't you have to read them in order? Or is that the first? Oh, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. The other one's purple, has a purple cover.
And this one is Snow's story, right?
Yes.
I'm nervous.
And you haven't seen the movie.
I hate Snow so much.
I don't remember him. I don't remember.
President Snow? You don't remember?
Well, I know it is, but it's been such a long time since I've read the books.
Yeah. Kelly is saying, hi, Kay, Sammy, and Whitney.
Kelly.
And Sammy says, angel of a woman. I love that. Me too.
She is an angel. She's so sweet. I love her.
Yeah, Kelly, you're wonderful. And Kelly says, thank you, Kay. And Kay's wonderful. And Lucy, you're wonderful. And Alma, Jeanette.
This whole community is just amazing.
Yes.
I'm so blessed.
Jeanette says, yeah. Jeanette says, yes, I'm a TBR follower for sure. Not offended by rigid.
I didn't know that there was a negative connotation to rigid. I'm sorry. I offended anyone.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You didn't know what, Lucy?
I said I wasn't trying to be offensive.
Yes.
Just saying rigid.
We know. And Allie says, I'm finding out I'm a pile of possibilities girly. Yeah, definitely prefer pop to TBR. And Kay is blushing and winking. And Annie got to 60%. And Tanya says, Bethany, excited. Thanks, Jeanette, for the recommendation. We're going to read The Hope of Azure Springs by Rachel Fordham. I have only read 2 Rachel Fordhams, and they were both this year, but I really like them. So I'm interested to read more. So ladies, let me know when you're reading what you think of that one. And Whitney says, I feel like as soon as I draw a prompt, though, it feels like the prompt is bossing me around, and then I feel rebellious and don't want to read whatever the book is. I am such a child. I totally feel you. It is, huh? It is like putting pressure on your reading sometimes. Sammy says, I'm realizing I'm a mood reader. And Jeanette says, yes, the prompts narrow it down for me. See how like everyone is so individual. And I love that we can all be different and all still be friends here. And Kay says, I'm going to say it's a monthly TBR book, but there's a 50% chance you can't trust me on that. And Kelly says, did you guys see that Alyssa at Alyssa's Faith is doing a maybe, maybe not readathon in May? No, but I'm going to have to go check it out.
I was mad because I had just saw that video today, and I had already did my TBR video, because I would have talked about that. Like, darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it's like maybe I'll read it. I was like, that's perfect, right? Maybe I'll read it, or maybe I don't. Yeah,
I'm going to have to check it out. And that's great for us ladies that do more of a pop, right? Because then you can slide in those last minute challenges and stuff. And Jamie says, I'm trying to gather my pile of possibilities for May. I'm going to try to do.
Read for the Roses. It's
Read for the Roses.
Kentucky
Read
Derby.
for the Roses. The first 2 weeks in May. Is that like connected to the horse races?
The Kentucky Derby.
Nice. I like to watch the Derby and the Preakness and Belmont. Because I always get excited, especially if there's a horse that might be a Triple Crown winner. Yeah. And Kelly says, haha, Whitney. Guys, my computer is so slow. And Jeanette says, sometimes, though, books come up that I had no plans to read this year, such as Remember Me in May.
That's right. And that might be, hopefully, a good book that you'll be glad you read.
Yeah. And Whitney says, haha, love that, Kay. Definitely me if I make a monthly TBR. Probably less than 50%, though. And Hannah says, I did see that, Kelly. I haven't watched the video yet, though. I'm going to have to go look for it. And Sammy says, yes, Kelly, I saw that. Alyssa is so creative. And Whitney says, more than 50%. I mean, math isn't mathing. And Allie says that Kay and Whitney are rebel readers. That's good. I love that. Rebel readers. Whitney's saying, see, I love a list. I probably even go too hard with making lists that it causes me to overwhelm. Not sure. It seems contradictory to be a mood reader, but also making my lists. No, I make lists all the time. I am a list maker for anything. I'll make a list. Do I stick to my list? Not all the time. If I check one thing off my list, it makes me so happy, though. Yeah. And I like a physical list because then I can like really check it off.
Yep.
And Kelly says, yeah, I heard someone call it a pile of possibilities and immediately adopted that for myself because it was perfect for little easily distracted brains. And Kay says, what can I say? I like to live on the edge. And Kelly says, yay, I can't wait for our buddy read, Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy says, when I make TBRs or anticipated reads, I like that, anticipated reads. I say I'll get to them at some point. Yes. And Jane's Books just joined, says, how late are you going tonight? I'm not sure. We just started at about an hour and 50 minutes ago. So I think we have at least 2 other sprints because we've only done 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we do 2? No, we did 2.
Just 1.
Just
1, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Man, I have lost track. And Tanya says, I'm excited about buddy reading with Alma too. Blackmore. Oh, I read that one.
Did you? And you finished Edenbrook too, recently?
Mm-hmm.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I really did. That was a reread for me, but it was really, I mean, because when did that come out? Like in 2013 or something? It was a while back. But I had read that one before. Yeah, I think so. I don't know where my copy is to look for the copyright. But she's a twirler and I'm a twirler. Like since I was a kid, like I get really excited and I twirl. So I liked that about that one. And Jamie says ballad is written differently. That
That's all I'm going to
says
say.
that's all she's going to say, but it'll make
Sense later.
sense later.
I
Yep.
guess written differently than the other books, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read them. Were they first person, Lucy, or?
The original trilogy was first person present tense.
Mm-hmm.
This one's third person past.
Mm. And Sammy says, I'm doing a big buddy read with a couple of people in June. A vlog may be happening. Nice. And Hannah says, I like making a TBR and then putting a bunch of books I might like to get to on the list as well. My pop.
Yep.
And Whitney says, the problem with a pop is the size that the pop becomes. It's more like a mountain of possibilities when I do that. Yeah, I can see that.
A mop.
A mop.
It's a mop. Exactly.
And Kelly says, Sammy, I can't wait to see that. And hello, Molly. Molly's Thoughts and Musings. And Sammy says, Kelly, I'm excited to film it. And Jamie says, I'm more about fitting books I'm already reading into prompts. That's what I've been trying to do this year, but then I need to do an earlier in the month check because then I get to one like Alma's, the biblical fiction one. Like that's not something that I typically read. And it was like the last couple of days of the month. And I was like, I need something that I can finish fast. Just put it in there. So I need to check my challenges early in the month and see if anything that I'm interested in reading already will fill it. And if not, then I'll have to find a book to do it. And Chantel says, I love my mop. Annie says, I'm definitely a mood reader. And if I try to do buddy reads or readathons or prompts, I tend to fall off the wagon. Yes, I can see that. I try to be a good buddy reader, but I feel like sometimes I'm behind and sometimes I'm ahead, and I try to like stick to my chapters per day. But if I get so wrapped up in a book, like with Taming Lady Temperance, I just could not stop.
She left us in the dust, y'all.
Yeah, she did. She's like, oh, I'm done. I'm like, what?
She's like, what the heck?
She stayed up all night reading it. But I could see why, because there was so at that point things started happening.
Yes, it was. And it's like, okay, I just need to know this. And then it's like, well, now I need to know that. And then it just kept going.
How much do you guys love James?
Oh, so good. He was such a good man.
He's so good. So wonderful. I love him.
Yes, he was awesome. And Sammy says, M is never going to get through these comments. And Jeanette says, no matter what, it will be fun as it's a buddy read. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jane is saying, can someone please tell me how late they are sprinting? So normally I do 3 or 4 40-minute sprints, and we've done 1 sprint. So there'll be at least 2 more 40-minute sprints, and then we'll see how late it is and if people want a 4th sprint. So actually time-wise, I'm not sure. Usually my sprints are between like 3 and 4 hours long. So if we started at 5 Pacific, so could go to 9 Pacific, maybe. That's a little later than I like, which would be midnight East Coast, right?
Yeah. Only
So
11 for me.
that's about as close as we can get to predicting that.
Where's
And Jane says, sorry about that last question. Nope, no worries. And Allie says, mop is perfect. That's exactly what I end up with. And Allie says, Sammy, O ye of little faith. And Hannah says, I do that more often too, Jamie. Sammy says, she's catching up. Someone spam the comments. We don't have Ben here. Oh, that's so funny. Where's Ben when you need him?
I miss Benny.
Saying, I know. And he's saying, I'm having that problem of not being able to stop my present buddy read. I haven't read a book I really loved so much for a long time. On the one hand, that's really good, Annie. But on the other hand, it's like you're leaving your buddy in the dust. And Whitney says, my toddler has my Bluetooth microphone pretending she's recording a BookTube video right now. It's quality entertainment. Yep. That is so good. And Jamie says, Whitney, that's adorable. And Hannah says, that's too cute. Or that's so cute. All right, guys, we reached the end of the comments. So let's get another sprint started, and we will sprint to 40 after, 45. No, I do 40-minute sprints. 40 after, and I'll get the ambiance set up. We want our words. I had picked a word. What word did I pick? That now I forgot. I should have written it down when I thought of it.
I'll tell you mine.
Tell me.
Garden.
Garden, great. Okay, so garden and similar things could be like a lawn, yard. What else?
Yard.
Okay. And
I'm going to say orange.
Orange. Yeah, orange.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say color, and then it could be any color. So, Lucy, do you want it to be strictly orange, or do you want to say any color?
It can be color. That's fine.
Okay.
And the orange would be the color.
The main one.
Or any color.
Okay, so I am going to say what am I going to say now? Okay, I'm going to say fruit. So it could be any kind of fruit or the word fruit. And even if it's not used as a fruit. So like if somebody says something's fruity, but they don't mean like fruity, they mean like crazy.
Yay. Okay.
That can count too. All right. Let's get this started.
Color, garden, color, fruit. Yeah.
I might go make supper this sprint, so I don't know how much I'll read. Or at least make myself something to eat.
Okay.
But I will try to read a little at least.
And I will finish my book since I have one page left. I guess this can be my free space. Then I'm done with the board. Awesome.
All right, we're back. We're back. I just got a little cold, so I'm getting my blanket. Okay, so I read more in The Enchanted April, and I found 7 garden, 4 different colors. I got green, blue, pink, and white, and 4 fruits, including orange, the word fruit a couple of times, and an olive, which is technically a fruit. How did you guys do?
I had a bunch of colors. I was surprised. So I did went back in that book. I had 3 reds, 4 blacks, 7 white, 2 brown, 2 peach, which is a color and a fruit, I guess. I had meadow, courtyard, and 1 garden. Oh, and 1 gray. It's a lot of colors.
That was. So, do you know how many colors that was?
All together?
Yeah. I was trying to count as you were saying, but I lost track.
3 red, 4 black.
7. Okay.
And then another 7, 8, 9, 10 colors altogether, I guess.
Okay.
And then 2 peach, 1 meadow, 1 courtyard, and 1 garden.
Okay. All right. Lucy got 2 garden and 20 colors. Wow. And 9 fruit. All right. And how did everybody do out? Well, how'd you guys do with your reading before we move into?
Good. I read a chapter.
A chapter. Great.
I was
Lucy?
2 pages. I was 2 pages shy of finishing a chapter,
Okay.
but I also ate dinner.
And Annie says, mini booktuber about Whitney's little toddler.
Oh,
Baby. Oh my gosh.
And Jeanette says, I am bad for that too. Once I'm invested in a book, there's no stopping. Yep. And Jamie says, Alma, I've got to start Voice in the Wind.
Yep.
Allie says, me too, Jamie. Sammy's asking if turnip is a fruit.
It's a vegetable, sweetheart.
I think
that is a vegetable.
I think it's a root vegetable.
It's so funny. It's a root veggie.
And Jane is asking if there's any other sprints on tonight. Check around. I don't know of any. Do you guys know of any? And Hannah says, hey, all, I'm going to head out, falling asleep in my chair because baby's had a rough night last night trying to read and my eyes are drifting closed. Well, you have a good night, Hannah, and I hope you get that rest that you need. And Sammy's saying bye to Hannah. And Jamie saying Jane's books, probably. Oh, my goodness. My cat's trying to find the bookshelf. And Tanya's heading out. Thank you all for the sprint. She found 2 pink, 5 chocolate, 2 white, 1 hazel, and 2 green. So that's
macaroni.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Holy Hannah. Jeepers creepers.
Okay. And Tanya's saying good night. Good night, y'all. I hate when this does this. Oh. Okay, there we go. And Jamie says good night. Sammy's saying good night to Tanya. Hey, look at this.
I texted him on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did message him.
You buddies.
He's like,
And
Ben
says, he says, I'm here to crash the party. Mwahaha.
Ben,
You are
I
always
miss you.
welcome, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Ben, we should sprint again sometime. That was a blast, Tola.
And Morgan says, I read one chapter and made tea. Nice. And Jamie says, Ben, they were just looking for you. And Morgan, she found all kinds of stuff. Morgan found 2 garden, 3 yards. So that's 5 for that category.
Look at the pretty pictures we sent in our group chat.
I will look at them in this one. Ooh.
Starry Night? Is that Starry Night?
Yeah, and she's got a chai latte.
I was gonna say.
Pretty.
Nice.
It's like, oh, that's
and we have 4 colors, 1 each of yellow, white, and black and red, 3 green, 4 pink, 1 banana, and 2 apple. That's a lot, Morgan. And 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, I had a peach. I was gonna say, did I get any fruit?
Hey, that's a lot.
I stopped counting at 20 because I was like, this is getting ridiculous.
With the colors?
Yeah. Well, they were at the county fair.
That's nice. So the Enchanted April, I had garden like so many times, but I didn't get, I think I only read like half a chapter. So, if I had read more, I'm sure garden would have come up many more times. Bethany got colors 2, orange 2, green 4, pink. 2 orange, 2 green, 4 pink, 2 backyard, 1 gray, 4 blue, 5 black, 4 white, 5 yellow, and 1. She uses colors in her descriptions a lot.
I guess so.
Okay, maybe it's general colors. So that's 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 14, 19, 23, 28, 29 colors and backyard 1. Okay. Okay. All right. And Allie got to 70% and none of the fun words. Totally cool. That has happened. And Sammy says, yeah, Ben, we were talking about you. And Chantel says, landscaping 1, vineyard 1, yard 2, all different colors, 35, and 1 grape.
That gosh.
35.
35 colors.
I know.
I was in first place for a while for colors.
To
be fair, I stopped counting. I stopped counting because they were at the fair. There's lots of colors.
Did you get to the advice that his father gave him?
Yes.
That was good, huh?
I got to the succotash.
You got to the succotash? Yeah, that was, all the stuff that he was eating, unbelievable. And Ben says, good things, I hope. Always, Ben.
We were just saying that someone needs to blow up the chat because quick, she's getting to the end of the chat. Caught up on the comments, Sammy said. Where's Ben? We need Ben to blow up the chat.
And Jeanette read 26 pages. Various colors named 7 times, but no orange. 1 plants, 1 applesauce. We'll count applesauce. And 7 colors. Okay. All right. And Molly says, I watched a few YouTube videos and read 14% of Sipsworth by Simon Van Bowie. I think I've heard of that.
Sipsworth.
I'll have to look it up in a second. And Jamie says, I'm confused about what we're doing. It's just a word scavenger hunt, Jamie. If you find the words in your reading, whatever it is that you're reading, then you just count the instances of it. And we're just adding them up to see which word wins, which I didn't give you guys the results from last time. I'll give that to you in just a minute. And Molly says, I guess I was too, Jamie. And Sammy says color 6, didn't keep track of the specific ones. Yard 1, orchard 3, apple 2, plum 2, and cherry 1. So 5 fruits for Sammy. And orchard, yard, so that's 4. And 6 colors. Okay. And Ben says, we are mentioning colors, of course, Jamie.
Dan.
And Jamie says, I read a few pages in The Girl Upstairs.
Mm.
And Bethany is on page 85 and just started tonight. Woohoo. Going to get off and get ready for bed now. Good night. Good night, Bethany. And that was amazing reading.
Good job.
And Ben says, now, why are we doing this? He doesn't know.
It's fun.
It's fun, Dan.
It's just a scavenger hunt. And Sammy says, Chantel, you found lots of colors.
Mm-hmm.
Annie found garden 3 times, apples and tomatoes, green and blue. So we've got apples and tomatoes, green and blue, and garden 3 times. Did you guys see Audrey back there? She just like went.
Your kitties are so cute.
And Chantel says, yes, there was a story within the story that mentioned blue and red about 6 times each.
Nice.
And Ben says, oh, I get it. I think these are colors that show up in the pages we read. Yes. And y'all will probably have already answered this question by now. Yes. And Ben says, red came up a lot in my book. I'm reading a bear called Paddington. I love Paddington. And his hat often comes up in the dialogue and or narrative. Yes.
Yeah, Paddington.
And Allie says, oh, Paddington. And Sammy says, or Allie is saying, Sammy is making me want to read Anne again now, LOL. Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah, yes. Sammy, how are you liking it?
Okay. Sammy says, Allie, I'm enjoying it so far. I wasn't expecting the subtle humor. It's delightful.
Yes.
And Allie says, delightful is the perfect word for it. It is, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, I'm so happy. That is one of my favorite books. I love it. I read it with my niece when she was 12. She's 16 now. Is that right? Yes, she'll be 17 next month. But when she was 12, we read it during the summer. We had a little book club going. And so we would take turns reading a chapter and then discuss it. And it was so fun, just like spending time with her and reading it together. And Jamie says, Anne hearts. And Allie says, Matilda is so much better on page than in the movies.
Yep.
Marilla. I thought so. I was like stumped. I was like, Matilda. And I was like, Matilda. Yeah, Marilla. Yes, autocorrect. The bane of our existence, huh? Chantel says, I listen to Anne when I can't sleep. Oh, that is so good.
Allie puts you to bed. Or Anne puts you to bed.
And Kelly says, Allie, I agree. And Chantel says, because it's comforting.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, for sure. And Ben says the miniseries with Megan Follows as Anne and Richard Farnsworth as Matthew might be one of the best book-to-screen adaptations in existence. I agree. I love that so much. Mm-hmm. Like Megan Follows will always be Anne to me. Mm-hmm. Oops, I skipped one there. Let me go back. Kelly says, yes, it is. I love that miniseries. Jamie says, agreed, Ben. And Allie says, 1,000,000% agree, Ben. Yes. Sammy says, I love the series with Megan Follows. It's so good. And I love the music. I have the soundtrack. And I put that on when I want to relax and just have some beautiful music playing. It's so good. I actually lost my CD, so I ordered another one because I loved it that much. I couldn't not have it.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we are to the bottom of the comments. Do you guys want to do another scavenger hunt? Alma, do you need to leave? I know it's getting later for you.
Yeah, I'm going to head out and go to bed.
Do I see an Ellie?
Okay.
Do I see an Ellie moving over there? I see her Ellie's teddy bear. Hi, Ellie.
Unless Alma has
Hi, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello. I was wondering if anybody was going to say, what is that bear doing back there?
I was trying to make it look like
you know what? I saw it, but I was reading the comments, and so I wasn't looking at the screen.
I didn't even pay. I saw it, but I was like, what is? I don't know. Ellie, you're cray cray.
Rocky just came in.
It's fine.
Yeah. All right, ladies. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye. It was fun hanging out with y'all. So I'll see you Wednesday. The next one is Wednesday.
On Lucy's channel.
Okay. We'll see you on Wednesday.
All right.
Night. Have a blessed night.
Have a good night. Good night, Ellie. Ellie.
Good night, Ellie. And then there were two.
I said Allie because I have Allie's comment pulled up.
Yes.
And Allie says, I need the soundtrack. I never thought of that being in existence. I think I was talking about a tea house on Tuesday that I went to that was called Green Gables that was in my hometown. They would play the soundtrack and they sold it there. So that's where I had bought it the first time. And then wherever I misplaced it, I don't know, but I ended up ordering it. It might've been from Amazon, Allie. The composer is called Hagood Hardy, I think. But I skipped a comment here. I'm trying to go back.
That's what I was laughing at.
Jamie says, unless Alma has a really creepy teddy bear. And Sammy's saying bye, Alma. And Allie is saying bye, Alma. Jamie's saying bye to Alma. And Ben is saying, there's a musical too of Anne of Green Gables. My high school put it on for my sophomore year. How fun. I didn't know. That's never come around here that I've heard of. Have you heard of that, Lucy?
Mm-hmm. At the college that I used to work at, one of the theater professors actually wrote a film stage adaptation, but it wasn't a musical.
Oh, wow. How cool. Yeah. Allie says, I'm going to look for it in sprints. Can't buy it yet, but I for sure will soon. It's just so soothing. I wish I could play it for you all. But, copyright and stuff. Yeah. All right. So let's just do a regular sprint, no scavenger hunt. Everyone enjoy your reading, and we'll go until 40 after.
Yay.
The next song is a book with and for that, that's read by the
You're not muted.
Content for families. Like it was literally like a YouTube series to watch. And I just appreciate that so much. So I'm really excited to jump in and
All right, we're back. So I guess y'all know what I was doing during that last sprint. I was watching YouTube videos. Let's see where we left off on the comments. Lucy, how'd you do?
I read 4 chapters, I think. 3 or 4. Maybe not. I don't know. I got a lot read. I
feel like the last chapters are shorter than the previous ones.
Because I read, what did I read? Oh yeah, I read a lot. I got a lot read that sprint. Because I finished County Fair, then I read Fall of the Year, then I read Cobbler, and then
I know you read the little bobsled.
The bobsled was next after Cobbler.
And threshing you started, or did you finish that one? Did you get to Christmas?
Yeah, I just started Christmas.
Okay, yeah, you're almost done.
Yep.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. So, how far did you get? Or were you listening or were you not listening?
I wasn't reading that sprint. I was catching up on YouTube videos.
Okay.
And let's see how everyone else did. We have some leftover comments here. Sammy says, my college once put on a Little Women musical. Oh, that's cool.
Cute.
And Jamie says, I remember you telling us about the tea place. I'm so jealous that I never had an Anne tea room to visit. I would have loved that, especially when I was a teenager. Yeah. And then there's in Pacific Grove or Monterey, there's like a Green Gables like bed and breakfast that I totally want to go to. And Sammy says she's heading out. Good night. Good night, Sammy. And Jamie's saying good night to Sammy. Steve says he's done with work.
Yay.
And Jeanette finished her book.
Yay. Which one was that, Jeanette? Jeanette, which one was that?
Morgan read nearly 2 chapters. And Molly says congrats to Jeanette. And Allie got to 77%. Susan is saying good evening. Good evening. And Ben says, I pivoted to One Piece. I only have 2 chapters left in my current volume. I also reread one of my scripts I'm writing. Cool deal. That is so nice, huh? And Molly got to 25%. Great job. And Ben said he didn't make any changes though. Well, that's good. That means it's like good, right? And Annie got to page 472. That sounds like more progress than 62%. And Jeanette says it was Hearts on the Fly.
Yeah, that's right. Tony Shiloh.
And I haven't read any Tony Shiloh. And Jamie says, I'm not sure how I feel about this book that I'm reading. And Jeanette says, me too. So Jeanette, what did you pick up? And Jamie, what was it that you're reading? Chantel says, I listened to a couple of chapters of Head in the Clouds. Now I'm off to bed. Good night, Chantel. Hope you have a good rest. How are you feeling, Lucy? Do you work tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Oh, you have set all Sundays off?
I work like one Sunday a month, but it's my Sunday off. So I worked last Sunday, so I won't work again until someday in May.
Oh, that's really good. It's so hard with retail to get Sundays off, huh?
Especially as a manager.
Yeah. And Ben says, LOL, I don't know if I'd call it good. It just means I don't have the right amount of energy to give myself a critical eye at this hour. That's right. You're East Coast too. So that's like, it's almost midnight over there. And Jeanette said, I was referring to the one I finished. I need to process my thoughts before rating. You know, I feel like when I finish a book, I don't give myself time to process my thoughts. Like I don't give star ratings, I think for that reason, because if a book is like really good, it is like, I feel like it's 5 stars, right? But if I like stop and think about it, and it usually will come down to like 4 stars. It was just like the excitement of the moment that made it feel like a 5-star book. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I think if I was so excited at the end of reading it, then, and I felt like it was a 5-star, shouldn't it be a 5-star? Like, do I need to bring it down to a 4-star?
Right.
And Jamie says, I'm reading an e-arc. Oh, that's right. You were reading The Girl Upstairs by Jessica R. Patch. I have not heard of that. I just got something in my eye. Lucy, what's the situation at your Walmart?
I'm really not entirely sure. There's not a lot of info on internets right now. Like, no one, like, people are saying there's some. One of my friends was there right before the all went down, but like,
Oh, yeah.
But she said that, you know, there seemed to be something shady about a certain girl that was there. She was like, she said, my daughter and I just left right before this. When we pulled in, there was a strange lady leaning on the frame of a cart corral, not by any cars, on a flip phone. Looked like she was texting someone. As soon as my daughter and I got out of our car, she walked sideways through the parking lots towards the garden stuff. I didn't see where she went after she got to the garden stuff. So, and I just know that someone heard that there was sirens going. Someone from TJ Maxx heard sirens and saw some stuff, some like cherries or something out in the parking lot. So I'm guessing they at least answered it. But now I'm seeing a comment saying that they didn't even evacuate. So I don't know. I really don't. But yeah,
I looked up the book that Jamie's reading, and it's a psychological thriller. I don't read a lot of those. I mean, once in a blue moon, but it's not my genre. So I don't know. Jamie, do you read those more? I can't even remember the last psychological thriller that I read.
It's not my genre.
Yeah. I love mysteries, cozy mysteries, and even like regular mysteries, not your typical cozy mystery. But I don't like, because I feel like psychological thrillers are almost have more of like a horror kind of feel to me than like a mystery does. Even though in a mystery there's murders, and in a psychological thriller usually there could be like, it's like someone might be murdered, they're in danger, and I kind of feel like that danger element is not like, I like suspense, like the books that Jeanette reads. But I think psychological thriller just like pushes it a little farther to what I enjoy.
Yeah, I don't like to be scared, senseless.
Right, yeah.
Or where it messes with my mind, like where it psychologically messes with my mind, and it could potentially induce nightmares or
Mhm.
You know, like, because I'm sensitive to dreams, so I gotta be careful too.
Yeah. It's just like with like movies and TV shows and stuff. I don't like jump scares. So if I think something's going to have like that, I'm not going to watch it. I do like adventure movies and action movies, but I feel like you kind of know that something's going to happen and it's less of a jump scare, when it happens. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. But I guess the feeling that when you're watching like an adventure movie versus like a scary movie is different. The feeling that you
You're
have.
sitting there and you're watching her, and it's dark, and there's that squeaky music, and the
Yeah.
lighting's going all wonky, and you're watching her walk to this door, and you know that she shouldn't go open that door, and you're telling her don't go out, and you know that there's something on the other side, but for whatever reason, when she opens that door and something jumps out, it still makes you jump scare.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You know,
a different type of a jump scare in those like horror/thriller movies versus like an action movie or an adventure movie,
yeah.
or even
Yeah.
just like a cozy mystery, like what on the Hallmark mysteries.
Right.
They'll still get me a little bit. I'm still like, oh,
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like heart stopping like the
right,
the scary movie ones do.
right.
Jamie says, I've read several of Jessica's book. It more than content, though. The writing feels choppy and unedited. She is published by Love Inspired, so it is considered Christianish. LOL.
Ish.
Is this book? Because it didn't look like a Love Inspired, the cover that I saw. It, oh, maybe it does. Does it say? Oh, look. It doesn't look like a typical Love Inspired or a Love Inspired suspense. I have it here.
Y'all, I think Jeanette's going to be starting her May TBR early.
I can't believe.
Oh my gosh, that was so great.
Yeah. Say hi to the people.
Hi, Humphrey. Hi, cutie boy. He's so handsome.
He's looking for trouble, is what he's
so
doing.
Handsome.
All right. Well, we are at the bottom of the comments. It's almost 9:00 here. I think this is a good point to end sprints because I don't think I have another one in me. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Sure had a lot of fun chatting with you and doing our little scavenger hunt. Lucy, I'm glad you were able to make it.
Yes.
And we'll be having more readathon sprints next week on Lucy's channel. Even if you're not participating in the readathon, we'd love for you to come and hang out with us and have some sprints for whatever it is that you will be reading. And Jeanette is telling us it's part of their trade line, which is more full length rather than novella. And Jamie says it doesn't help that I'm also listening to The Bookshop of 99 Doors by Jamie Jo Wright.
I love Jamie Jo Wright.
Allie says, Allie's still laughing about Jeanette's TBR. Ugh.
Oh my gosh, it's great.
Every time she flipped one of those cards, the draw 4, draw 2, reversed.
I'm not doing it.
And Molly says, thank you for these sprints. You are so welcome, Molly. And Jeanette says, I've already started a book for my May TBR. Good for you. And Annie says,
which one, Jeanette?
Annie says, I like retro gothic romance. They are like thrillers to me, but milder. Libby has some of them from the best authors. Are you talking, Annie, like Victoria Holt type of thing? And Jamie says, it's published by Love Inspired Trade. And Molly says, I'll be on the ball for scavenger hunt next time. We don't do it every time, but yeah, next time we do it, you'll know what we're doing. And Annie says, good night. Thanks for sprints. Good night, Annie. And Jeanette said she started the audio of Dark of Night.
Okay.
Jamie says, I'm not loving this, Jamie Joe.
Oh, hot take.
Dang, I know. What's different about this one? Well, maybe put it in our chat, because I do want to go ahead and end sprints. So Ellie says fire. All right.
I think it would be hilarious to have y'all on coming on my sprints and playing my TBR games. All of y'all in the comments. We just had weekly sprints of people playing my Uno, or weekly sprints of us playing Jeanette's game. Like, I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
That would that would be hard for me. I guess not. I have enough books in my pile over here that I could find something that I want to read anyway, right?
Yeah. And it could still be just like, this is just a pile. I'm not necessarily cementing or committing to this. Like, nothing's carved in stone. You could just play the game to play the game.
Mm-hmm. And Annie says Victoria Holt aren't too scary, but Dorothy Eden has written some scarier ones. They are psychological suspense. I don't think I've read any Dorothy Eden, but I did read Victoria Holt quite a bit, and I read one earlier this year. And Allie says, night all, thanks for sprint, Sam. You are welcome, Allie. Everyone, have a great night. And Lucy, I'm going to be ending sprints right now. Everyone, see you later.
Good night.